Hi, this is Tyson, and you're watching JavaScript Vignettes. So, in this episode, we're going to be looking at taking styled components and reusing them for multiple places. So, we've already created a few styled components for our listing screen, but if you go into your details screen, there's also several components here, here, and here that could be reusing the same styles. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of our style components and make them their own files. So I'm going to start with this listing component. I'm going to go into my components folder. I'm going to make a new component called list item.js. And for that, I'm going to need to import styled from styled components. And then I'm going to export the list item. Alright, so now I can actually remove all of this and import it here. So I can import list item from component slash list item, and nothing will change. The profile image, that's also reusable, so we can do the same process with that. Alright, so go back to the listing, and we'll import the profile image. And also the name, same deal. Alright, so now all of this stuff is in its own components. So now when we go into the details view, we can actually import all of those things. And I'm just going to go in here and copy them all from my listing view and paste them into details. So now I can remove this styles.list item, and I can just say list item. And I can remove styles.name and just say name. And profile image, I can replace that with the profile image here. And so all this stuff is no longer needed. The last thing is the bio. Since it's not reusable, I could just define it here. So I could say, actually, I'm just going to make it its own component also, just for consistency's sake. So I'm just going to take this style, make a new file called bio.js, and import styled components. And remember, we have to change the camel casing for styled components. We'll export that. And we can replace this with the new bio component we just made. And we no longer need styles because those have all been exported. So we can also remove our style sheet and our image and our text. Alright, we get an error here. Let's go see what's going on. So this needs to be style.text. Alright, so we're back to where we started with this. And we're now reusing a lot of our styles that we had originally copied in both places. So the next thing we want to do, there's a few things in here that could actually be themed. So one thing is this background color. So we're going to go into our theme.js file we defined before, and remember we're passing that into the theme provider at the top of our app. So we're going to go into this and we're going to make a property called background color. And this is just an object, so you can pass anything you want to into it, but we're just going to do these two colors for now. So we're going to go back and we're going to, we'll call this primary color. Okay, so now these two things are being passed into our theme. So what we can do is we can look at the props on our theme, and we can say props.theme.primary color. Go into our list item background. We can get the background off of the props also, so that's props.theme.background color. So now, since these are being pulled in dynamically, what we can do is we could actually change things from our theme. So we could pass in a different theme, or just for the sake of seeing that this works, I could change this to yellow. And that changes everything that is looking at that prop being passed in. You can also, if you need to get some items off of your theme in a component that's not a style component, what you can do is, so for example, if I wanted to get inside of my listing screen, if I wanted to be able to get the background color, to say what the background color is, I could create a new text, and we'll of course need to import it. So if I just say props.theme.background color, I'm just trying to say what it is, it's going to throw an error because it doesn't exist here. So what I have to do to be able to use it is I have to import with theme from style components. So with theme, this is a higher order component, so you can wrap your other components with it. So if I wrapped my component with theme, I actually have access to that property now. So I'm just going to undo all that because you don't actually want to do that, but just as an example of how you could access it inside of a component that's not a style component. Alright, and so that's pretty much how you handle theming and how you can share components and styled components. It's a really cool project, and I highly recommend it for anyone who wants to be able to create really nice reusable styled components that you can use both in native and on the web. So highly recommend it, and thanks for watching.